Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we will be solving Codeforces Round at 35 some problems. And let's start with the problem A, which is medium number, and the time limit is 1 second, and the statement is saying that given three distinct integers A, B and C, and we have to find the medium number, which is middle element between these three numbers. So just sort all these elements in ascending order and output the middle one, and you can see these inputs. Let's see the code here. Yeah, just taking all these elements in, inputting in array, and just sorting the array and outputting the middle, which is first element here in this case. And yeah, that's it. Let's move to the second problem, which is Attila's favorite problem, and the time limit is also 1 second, and memory limit is 256 megabytes. And the statement is, in order to write a string, Attila needs to first learn all the letters that are contained in the string, and Attila need to write a message which can be represented as a string S. And he asks you what is the minimum alphabet size required so that one can write this message. And size of alphabet can range from 1 to 26, which is total number of alphabets, and contain only single X Latin letters. For example, if alphabets contain only letter A, B, C and D, then our answer will be D, because the maximum alphabet is fourth one. And the input format is T, which is number of test cases, and it ranges from 10 to the power 3 and single integer. And the first line of his test case contains a single integer n, which is 1 to 100, which is length of the string and the following string. And we have to output the minimum alphabet size required to write the message. So in this case, let's take example D down. If our string is down, so just sort this. So after sorting, this will become D N O W. Okay, so this is the last one, and this is the maximum element, last element, and this is the 23rd alphabet. So in this case, our answer will be 23. So just subtract just write the ASCII value minus 96. Yeah, because the first lowercase Latin letter is A, which would ASCII code is 97, and after subtracting this will becomes 1, which is the A is the first alphabet. Yeah, that's all. See the implementation here, just inputting all this n and string, and then sorting and subtracting 96 from the ASCII value of last element, because after sorting, last is the maximum one. And move to the third problem, which is C advantage, and the time limit is larger 2 seconds. And the problem statement is saying that there are n participants in a competition, and participant I has a strength of SI, and every participant wonders how much of an advantage they have over the other best participant. And who is the best participant? The participant who has more power than ith participant. And in other words, each participant I wants to know the difference between SI and SJ, where J is the strongest participant in the competition, and not counting I, which means not comparing to self. And A difference can be negative. And so they ask you to help for each I from 1 up to n, output the difference between SI and the maximum strength of the other participant rather than himself. Okay, and the input format is quite simple: T number of test cases, and array elements can be up to 0, 2 to 10 to the power 5, which means size of array, and each element can be from 1 to 10 to the power 9. And we have to output the strength difference. Let's take the first 4, 7, 3 and 5. If this is our array, yeah, so the maximum element is, just find maximum and second maximum. Here the maximum element is 7 and second maximum element is 5. So iterate on array and just check if ith element is equals to max, then subtract element minus second max, otherwise element minus max. So in this case, starting from here, checking if food is equals to max, no, then subtract second max, subtract 4 minus max, which is minus 3. Is 7 equals to max? Yeah, this is equals to max. This becomes true. This condition true. Then subtract second max from element. The second max is 5. In this case 2, and subtract 3 max from 3. Max is 7. This will become minus 4. And last one 5 minus max, which is minus 2. So this is our result. This is the output. Just do two conditions to check and find these two max elements. Let's see the implementation of the code. And just creating variables and inputting these. I am using two vectors, one for iterating and one for counting, finding max 2 and max 1. To finding maximum, first max and second max, just sorting the vector, and the last element is the max and second last is the max 2, and just doing the stuff that I mentioned before. Checking if ith character is equals to max, then subtracting max 2, otherwise subtracting max from ith character, and just subtracting and outputting, printing the answer. You can see the answer here. Yeah, you can see the output. And let's move to the, hope you understand this, let's move to the fourth problem, which is challenging values. Time limit is also 2 seconds. Let's start with the statement, and you are given an array A 0 to n-1 and it is of size in integers, and this array is called valid. Value, if there exists exactly one subarray left to right such that L and R can be ranged from 0 to n-1, and AL is equals to L plus 1, L plus 2, which means all the elements same from left to right. And if L is equals to 0 or AL minus 1 is greater than AL, and R is equals to n-1 or AR is less than AR plus 1. In these situations, this is value, otherwise this is not a value. So just take the first input 3 2 2 1 2 2 3. This is our array. Yeah, just iterate over array and check if array I plus 1, which means next element is greater than previous one, then change the flag to false, initialize your flag true, and if this holds true, just iterate from I equals to I plus 1 to n-1 and just increment I, and after leaving this loop, check if I is equals to n-1, then print yeah, and otherwise print no. and if this remains true if flag, then print yes at last. And situation where flag remains true is the array is in descending order, which means all the next element is less than the previous one. 5 4 3 1. In this case your value will look like this one in decreasing order. So just write down the code iterating from this. Yeah, is 2 greater than 3? No. Is 2 greater than 2? No. Is 1 greater than 2? No. Is 2 greater than 1? This becomes true. So just changing the value of flag true to false, just changing the value to false and iterating from I plus 1. So just checking if 2 is greater than this, yeah. If true is greater or equals to, yeah. If 3 is greater or equals to, yeah. In this case our I becomes 6, and it is equals to n. Here n is equals to 7, n is 7. So if this is equals to 7, then our answer will be yes, otherwise our answer will be no. And let's see the implementation of the code. Yeah. Just inputting n and creating a vector of size n and taking input in vector and creating a flag variable true and iterating over the array and just checking if next character is greater than previous one, then changing the value to of flag to false and just iterating from I equals to, just iterating over this value I up to n minus 1 and incrementing I, and after this loop if I remains equals to n minus 1, our answer is yes, otherwise our answer is no. And if flag remains true, then the array is in descending order. This is a slope, and yeah, this is also a valley. In this case I am printing yes. So that's all for the video. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed this yet, and yeah, also like the video for further content. So thanks, that's for watching. See you in next video.